In this video, I'll show you how to add text over a piece of video or audio if you have no video in at the time, let's say a title screen, in order to add that type of effect to your piece. So we've got our project open, we've got it saved already, timeline editing, and we've got a couple of pieces here that we can edit with, and we've already dragged a couple here, an image of the old Boone bus station, as well as an audio piece that is here in order to add to our piece instead of just having an image. So if we hit the space bar, so we see that really there wasn't anything there before the piece, the audio just started, and then the image just came up. What if we wanted to add a title, let's say Old Boone Bus Station? So how we can do that is there's this A tab here, that's our text tab here in our viewer. So we'll click that. You've got all these different type of text you can do. So if we go to text, and there's different kinds, there's outline text, scrolling text, crawl text, lower third text, which is your most common news style text that automatically puts it in the lower third portion of your window. And you've got text that you can place wherever you want. So we'll do that one. So we'll click text, and you can see it's already got some sample in there. We have to click on controls, and this is where we can edit this text. So let's say we want Old Boone Bus Station, and we can go back over here to video, and that's what it looks like so far. You can change things like the font. We'll change it to Cambria. There's different sizes. Let's see what that looks like if we make it 64. Kind of fills up the screen, not bad. You can change the alignment, the style, italic, bold, bold, italic. You can change the color, and then we'll get into the origin and some of this other stuff a little later. So you've got the video, and we've typed in our text. Now, to get this into our timeline, you simply click, hold, and drag into our timeline. Now, as of right now, if we play this piece, it's going to leave the text just right on top. Oh, drop frame. It should just leave the piece right on top. You see it overlapped here. You see it overlapped over the Old Boone bus station. Well, we don't really want it there once the bus station comes in. So, since we've got our snapping tool on, should be easy to go right to the edge of that image. And we've got our text here. And you see it disappears. But what about if we don't like the fact that it just pops up like that? Well, we can add a transition like we talked about before. Simply click the edge, effects, default cross dissolve, and now the text simply, keep getting drop frames. The text simply just crawls right in there and fades in nice and slow. So that's a way to add text. And then we'll add, let's say, a lower third text to this image and say Old Boone Bus Station again. So we'll go here to text. We'll call it lower third. And you see here, it's in the lower third portion. This is divided into 3 of this window. It's here in the lower third. So, text 1, we'll say Old Boone. Text 2, Bus Station. And let's go ahead and change this to a nice Georgia font. We'll change this one to Georgia 2 just to match. And you've got it there. So if we simply drag that into our window and play it, it should pop the text up right there at the bottom of our window. So the text popped up nicely, but it comes in kind of hard. So we want to add a little transition. So we highlight the edge of it, effects, cross dissolve, and now should go smoothly. And there it pops up again, and I continue to get drop frames. And there you go. So that's how you can fold in. Now, the other option, and notice we still have our title safe on and frame wire, simply here under our frame wire menu, image plus wireframe, and show title safe, two definite things you want whenever you're editing text. Well, let's say that we wanted this position to be differently though. We don't really want it there. It's not really centered almost. We can double click it. And since we have our image plus wireframe on, we see that we have our text here. What we can do is we can go here towards the middle where this white dot is, and we can move our text really wherever we want. Let's say we wanted it here at the top. Now, if we go back and play, it fades in from the top. It's nice. You can put the text wherever you want it. Keep getting drop frames. You definitely want to avoid drop frames. I can explain that later what that is. So, we've got our text now in. We've done it a couple different ways. You can see that it's very versatile at the different types of text that you have, and slugs and all these different type of terms that you definitely want to become familiar with, because to any piece, let's say you wanted to put a quote in between two video pieces, well, in that you would definitely want to use one of these text styles to be able to do that, and also adding in some video transitions here to your text to kind of give it a nice little flair. So that's adding text to Final Cut Pro.